Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with my beautiful wife, Karina from beautiful Venezuela. And we went through the K1 visa process like you guys. We got married on the beach in Florida, here in the beautiful panhandle of Florida on January 14th, 2024. Took about 22 months, approximately 22 months, for Karina from when I filed the K1 visa to the lockbox in Louisville, Texas, to when Karina got her K1 visa in her passport, in her Venezuelan passport. And then I flew from Bogota, Colombia to Miami, Florida with Karina. And then we drove for about 10 hours in a big Jeep SUV to here. And tomorrow we're driving to New Orleans for Karina's biometrics. We're going to be in New Orleans. So we're going to get to visit Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And we're going to get pictures there. Pictures in front of the big signs. Welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to Alabama. Welcome to Louisiana. Priyanka is in the house. Hello, Diego. What's going on, Priyanka? Matilda Rhodes. Hi, Diego and Karina. A big thumbs up for Matilda. And Priyanka. Now we know, Priyanka, you're good. Karina understands. Karina. Priyanka. Hi, Diego and Karina. And Raymond Wait. Hello, Raymond. What's going on? How's Raymond? And how's Priyanka? How's Matilda? Harold A. Hey, Diego from Sacramento, California. And Natty or Lisa. Nice topic today. Embassy processing. Let's talk about embassy processing. What's the process? What do you got to do? What do you got to do to get your K1 visa interview? And what does the embassy do? And Nikita Ajani. Hi, Diego. How are you? We are good. Thank you, Nikita. Can you please guide with how the adjustment of status changes during pregnancy? It's very easy. It's easy. If you get pregnant, okay. Now, I'm assuming you got pregnant, what, in the United States or in your home country. If you're pregnant and the baby hasn't been born, you get your doctor to write a letter to say, or your obstetrician, say that you are pregnant with the due date. So you get a letter from the doctor and say, I'm pregnant, Miss Beneficiary is pregnant, and the baby's due date is on this day, expected due date, and include it in your green card application. You don't have a birth certificate to include in the green card application, but you can get the doctor to write a letter of an expected due date, and that's very powerful evidence of your relationship for your future green card. So did that help you? How does the adjustment of status change during pregnancy? Nothing changes. You still process your green card application. Nothing changes other than the fact you're pregnant. And you just get a letter from the obstetrician and say, hey, this person is pregnant and she will be expected to deliver her baby on around this day in this month, and get the doctor to sign it and include it in the green card application, and you are good to go. And immigration is going to read it and they're going to go, wow, that's just cool. But make sure the doctor puts the letter on doctor's letterhead, which means his office letterhead with his phone number, fax numbers, email address, all that jazz. Priyanka, I got my biometrics date. It's next week in Atlanta. Seriously, you're going to go to Atlanta. We sent our paperwork to Phoenix Lockbox. Okay, yeah. If you live in Alabama, your green card application goes to Arizona, and you have to drive to Atlanta, Georgia for your biometrics from Alabama. We got to drive to Louisiana from Florida for Karina's biometrics. So we all get to go on road trips. Tomorrow we're going to get up tomorrow. We're going to get in the car and we're going to drive to Louisiana. And we're going to take a slow drive. We're not going to drive quickly. Let me see. Congratulations, Priyanka. So you made it through the I don't think you're going to get an RFE on your green card. I don't think so. Nikita, okay, thank you. That helps. Well, that's why we're here, Nikita. We're here to help you. We're helping you guys. Matilda, Diego, my USCIS approved notice expired, and we are getting married end of the month. You're good. After that, what's next? Do you have a video walkthrough on the adjustment of status? Let me see. Matilda, Diego, my USCIS approved notice expired yesterday. I'm yet to secure interview date in Nigeria. Is it going to be a problem? No, it's not going to be a problem. But you must send an email to the embassy and or the MVC, do an inquiry and ask questions that will automatically extend your NOA2 letter. So don't worry about your NOA2 letter expiring. Karina's NOA2 letter expired somewhere in the middle of September 2022. But she didn't go to a visa interview till November 16th, 2023, excuse me. So Karina's NOA2 letter expired September 2023, and she went to her K1 visa interview in November 2023. So it was 2 months it was expired, but it didn't matter because, you know, you're still in the process. So relax, Matilda, you are good, but you got to prove evidence of communication with the embassy. Carlos, hi Diego and Karina, my fiance already arrived and we're getting married at the end of the month. Well, the end of the month is like what, in about a week or so. After that, what's next? You file for the green card. Do you have a video walkthrough on the adjustment of status? I've got 2 or 3. Carlos Maldonado, I've got 2 or 3 videos that I made on how to adjust status for green card. If you got the time, just look through the videos and you will find them, you know, and then watch them. And that will save you about $1,500 instead of paying an immigration attorney to fill it out for you, or instead of paying a company to do it, you can do it yourself. Just watch the videos, and I'd saved you over $1,000 right there. How about that? K Messenger, hola Karina y Diego, saludos de TX. That word, that city. I can't pronounce that word, K Messenger. Mexico, how are we? We are good. We completed the medical in Mexico City yesterday, ayer, and Sabado we completed our biometrics and traveling to Ciudad Juarez. Congratulations, K Messenger. We're happy for you. You're at the end zone. You're going to put the touchdown. Good job, K Messenger. And then when you get to the United States, I won't be having trouble having to pronounce that word because you'll be in America. Ross Lee and Melissa. Hello, Ross family. Diego, did you ever make a video on how to fill out the I-485? Yes, I did. I made a video on how to fill out the I-485. You just look for it through the videos. Just look for it. Or Google Diego Ross, or go into the channel and Google Diego Ross I-485. It should take you to the videos. Tasha Slim's World. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Ross. I got my biometric appointment for my son. For you and your son. Well, congratulations. That's good news. Hopefully it's on the same day. The biometric appointment's on the same day. Alfred Rembert. How can I make an appointment with Bogota to retrieve my passport when the instructions in the notification email are incorrect? The instructions in the notification email. What's incorrect, Alfred? The question is, how can I make an appointment with Bogota ASC to retrieve Visa passport? You don't need an appointment. If your SIAC account says issued, you go downtown Bogota and pick up the passport. You don't have to set an appointment. Just go get it. Alfred, did you hear what I said? If you have issued status on your passport with the K1 visa in Bogota, Colombia, go downtown to Bogota. It's close to the biometrics place, and pick up your passport. You don't need an appointment. Priyanka, thank you, Diego and Karina, for your help. Priyanka, anytime. We're here for you guys. Always. We're always here for you. You know? Raymond Wake, the consulate has received the USCIS approved case from the National Visa Center as it shows ready, good, on the visa status check, but we haven't received the notice from the consulate yet. Well, let's talk about it. What's the process at the embassy? That's the purpose of this video, right? Right? When you get ready status, that means the embassy is ready for you to start processing the K1 visa. Technically, some embassies give you the ready status, but they're not quite ready for you. So what you do is you send an email to the embassy and say, hey, I got ready status. What's the next step? And then the embassy will send you an email, K1, K2, or the K3, K4 packet 4 email with the directions on how to process your K1 visa. Okay? you may get an email that says, we're not ready for, even though you have ready status, it's going to take about 2 or 3 weeks for us to be ready for you to start processing your K1 visa, scheduling the interview, schedule the biometrics, and pay the visa fee. But you got to email the embassy or the consulate, like it's a consulate in Mumbai, India, let's say, for example, and ask them, what do you do next? And then you start. But if you have a K1 visa process going through India, you can just start doing it. Start getting ready to do it. Pay the visa fee, fill out the DS-160, schedule the submit the DS-160, print the confirmation page. And remember, you got to submit a DS-160 for every single person, beneficiary and K2s. So if you got 2 K2s and a beneficiary, that's 3 DS-160s. You got to pay 3 visa fees. Okay, that's what you got to do. 3 biometrics. When you go to the biometrics in, let's say, Colombia, Bogota, Colombia, you bring your DS-160 confirmation page and your passport. You put the DS-160 confirmation page in the biographic page of the passport, and then you go in and get your fingerprints and photograph taken, and the biometrics person will go ahead and go into a computer and put your name in there and passport number and country of birth and all that. It's very easy, okay? So how do you make an appointment? Well, send an email to the embassy if you want to, but if you have issued status, Alfred, do you have issued status in the SEAC account? Does it say issued? Is that what it says? If it does, Alfred, go pick up your K1 visa. You don't need to have an appointment. Karina didn't set an appointment. She walked into the Bogota office there, and this is like Christmas time. The first thing I did was ask where the Christmas tree was. Well, I said, where's the Christmas tree? Oh, we don't have a Christmas tree. Why not? Where is it? I want to see it. That was my first question. And then the next question, then the gentleman asked Karina, do you have an appointment? No, we don't have an appointment. We come to pick up her passport. Okay, go over to this line and go get it. And she picked up her passport and got her K1 visa. Raymond. So let me see. The consulate has received the approved case. It shows ready, but we haven't received the notice from the embassy or the consulate. Send an email to the consulate and ask for an update. Okay? Ask for an update. It depends on what country. What country are we talking about, Raymond? Let me know what countries, and I'll give you a bit more information to get you started on your K1 visa appointment process. And Renee says no appointment. There's no interviews in Ghana. Raymond, do we have to wait for notice from the consulate before we fill out the DS-160? If you have ready status, which you said you have, go ahead and fill out the DS-160, submit it to the embassy. Print the confirmation page. You may be able to go in there and pay the visa fee and schedule the visa interview also. But I don't know what country you're in, Raymond. Tell me what country. Matilda Rhodes, thank you, Diego. You're welcome. No problem. Kay Messenger, thanks to you again for your guidance. We started our vaccine 6 weeks ago. There you go. And only required 2 vaccines. There you go. Yesterday, you guys are a wealth of knowledge and inspiration. So now when you get married in America and you file for the green card, K Messenger, you got all your vaccinations up to date. Repeat the medical exam by a civil surgeon in wherever it is you're going to live. If you're going to live in California, I don't know. Repeat the medical exam, get a new 693 filled out, signed by a civil surgeon, authorized by the State Department. Get your vaccinations signed off by the civil surgeon, and then include that in your green card application. And that will shave about 3 or 4 months off the wait for your green card. I'm saving you a bunch of time here. Camille 1, hello, Diego and Karina from Boston, Massachusetts, one of the founding states of our republic in the United States. Binay Mohammed, what's going on? Hello, sir. After interview, what does administrative processing require mean? Well, it means they're doing an extra security check. Let me see here. Let me page down. Where's that at, Karina? Help me out, Karina. Okay, let me see. Karina's the technical expert here. When I touch the computer, I mess it up. And then she has to go fix it. Okay, hello, sir. I'm not sir. My dad is sir, okay? My dad is sir. He lives in Thailand. I'm Diego. After the interview, what does administrative processing require? And they didn't want more information and said wait, and in the application the update said refuse. Well, it's normal to say refuse. That's every single person gets a refusal until they get their K1 visa in their hand. Then it gets to issued status. But a 221G is just an extra security check that they do on some countries, on some people. Okay? So what country, Binay Mohammed, which country are you in? Let me see. Larry Piercy, got another number. You got another number. Larry, you got another number. What did you get a number to? What's the number to? Ren S, my NOA2 definitely will expire. No, you've got Ren S, you got plenty of communication with the embassy and the NVC. Your NOA2 is automatically extended. So relax on that, okay? Ren S, you're good. Dane, hey Diego, how long are work permits taking? About 4 months. About 4 months. Tax listings world, no, different days. Well, that's not good. So you got to go to two biometrics days on 2 different days. Why can't immigration just do it on the same day with your family? Why do they make this so difficult? Right? They make it difficult, you know? It's like that person driving in the left lane on the interstate going 45 miles an hour, blocking the highway, and you can't get past. It's like, get out of the way, idiot. Get out of the way. That's what it feels like with immigration, right? There's an idiot in the left lane on the interstate going 45 and you can't get past them. They're blocking up the whole road, right? That's how it feels sometimes, right? Larry Piercy, number 2, name change certificates. What is this? Do I just put a sheet in an NA? What form are you filling out, Larry? Name change certificates. What are you filling out? What form are you filling out? K Messenger, FYI, the medical in Mexico City was less than 2 hours from entering the building to exiting. Boom. Good job. That's great. Rambling Man, Kai and Dan. What's up, Rambling Man? My fiance passed the security visa interview, but got hit with the second 221G for her middle name being misspelled on the kid's birth certificate. Imagine that. There's a misspelling on the birth certificate and you get a 221G. What do you got to do? You got to prove. What have you got to prove here? Okay. What have you got to prove? You got to fix the name, right? Somehow. That's what you got to do. Sorry to hear that, Rambling Man. It's like I said, it's like there's somebody in the left lane on the interstate going 45 and you want to go 70 and you can't get past them, right? Rambling Man, hang in there. You can get it fixed. Okay, Karina, what do I do here? There we go. There, I got it. Larry Piercy, number 3, marriage certificates. Is this for I-130 victim? What do you mean marriage certificates? What are you, Larry? What form are you filling out? Ryan 123, hello Diego. Again, our packet was sent to the National Visa Center on February 26th. What is the current time frame for notice that the embassy has received our case and time frame for welcome letter when it makes it to Indonesia? It's about 3 or 4 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks, Ryan 123. So your packet was sent to the National Visa Center. What is the current time frame? It's about a month. It's about a month, but it could take longer. Indonesia could take a bit longer. Alfred, perfect. The notification email said I need an appointment before entering the document, before retrieving the documents. No, you don't. We'll just head there and pick everything up. Alfred, just go downtown Bogota, pick up that passport. You don't need an appointment. All right? I'm saving you a big headache here, my friend. Right? You go in there, they ask you, do you have an appointment? No, I don't have an appointment. What are you here for? I want to pick up my K1 visa. Go in that line over there and get your K1 visa and then get out of there. And ask them, where's their Christmas tree? Well, it's almost April, right? So forget about the Christmas tree. Tell them to put up an Easter Resurrection Sunday display. Just go pick up your K1 visa, Alfred, and then go on the next live stream. Tell me how it went. Keeping up with Irene. Hello, Diego. I got my welcome letter. Congratulations. The embassy instructions and my embassy number today. That's what you're waiting on, right? I paid my visa, now waiting to get an interview date as the site doesn't have any available dates. Keeping up with Irene. You're at the end zone. You're on the touchdown line, right? You're on the end line. You're at the end zone. You just got to wait for an appointment to open up. That's it. You've got this. Ren S. Gosh, if only the Accra embassy would work that way in a system rather than keep K1 applicants in the dark. Where's the embassy? You got your U.S. senator working for you now, right, Ren S? Remember, the U.S. senator works for you. You don't work for him. He works for you. Have you got him working for you to help you with this? Ross Lee, Diego, Melissa and I went to the interview at the embassy on the 22nd of February. The very next day, the SEAC show issued, so we went to the place for the passport, only to be turned down. How do you mean? Told to make an appointment? What country, Ross Lee, is this? What country? This can't be Bogota, because in Bogota we just went in and got it. They asked, "Do you have an appointment?" We said, "No, we come to get the passport." Okay, they'll get in that line over here. Ross Lee, what do you mean you were told to make? Who told you to make an appointment? Ren S. They tell you to do something that don't let us. Remlaman Kayadan, now she needs to correct the birth certificate and get a MBI police certificate with the incorrect spelling as an AKA only in the Philippines. So this is the Philippines. Isn't this where somebody said that they thought the photograph was doctored on the passport? I'm seriously. Ross Lee, from the same link used to set up the biometrics and interviews. Look around there and there will be an option to make an appointment to pick up the passport. That's correct. Are you in Bogota? Sharon, Denise Persekian, Hola Diego and Karina. What's going on? Sharon, how's Sharon? Raymond White, New Zealand. New Zealand. You're watching from New Zealand. But my fiance is Chinese working in New Zealand. So she's Chinese working in New Zealand. So she got out of communist China into the freedom-loving country of New Zealand, and she's working there. She's going to need police certificates from New Zealand and from communist China. And in communist China, she needs a police certificate from every district that she lived in every province. Okay? I hate to break the news, but you probably know that already. Renau, hi Diego. We only applied for the adjustment of status I-485 only and just did the biometrics. Would you recommend applying for the EAD or just wait for the green card? If you want to get the Social Security card updated, apply for the employment authorization document. Now, Karina, we applied for her employment authorization document, not so she wants to work. I mean, she doesn't, she can if she wants to, but we applied for the EAD so she can go back to the Social Security Administration and say, I want to update my status on my Social Security number from 90 days to indefinite. That's what she's going to use the EAD document for. The Social Security Administration will look at her employment authorization document, and then they'll go on the computer and change her last name to my last name, mail her a new Social Security card with my last name and her first name, and then update her status as permanent resident, even though she doesn't have a green card yet. Then, after that, we got to wait for the green card to get here. So it's no big deal. It's just a matter of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting some more. Go ahead and apply for the EAD, Renault. Walid Salah, hi Diego. My case was in transit March 12th and got ready March 14th. Until now, I didn't receive the email for the embassy in my country. I'm from Egypt. So Walid is in beautiful Egypt, and your case is ready. It was in transit, so that means it was in a plane going to Cairo. Now it's ready. You got ready status, and now you didn't receive the email. Send the email to the U.S. Embassy in Cairo. Send them an email. Check in with them. Number one, that automatically extends your NOA-2 letter. Number two, they know that you're waiting for your packet 3, packet 4 email to get started on scheduling your visa interview. Send them an email. Check in with them. In the subject line of the email, you put your case number and your full name, and then in the body of the email, you put your case number, your full name, your date of birth, your passport number, and your receipt number from your NOA-2 letter. And then the embassy in Cairo can get to work and help you get your K1 visa appointment scheduled. Okay, but you have to schedule it. Hopefully that helped you, Waleed. Beautiful. I've been to Egypt 4 times. Egypt's beautiful. I went inside the pyramid. I went inside one of the pyramids, not all of them. And I went inside the museum where Tutankhamun is, all of his trinkets that they found. I took a trip from Alexandria to Giza. I stayed at the Siag Pyramids Hotel. Had a great time. Rosimworth, Morningstar, got a question. Okay, when did you get married? We got married on January 14th, 2024. We arrived in the United States. I accompanied Karina from Bogota, Colombia to Miami. Okay, and that on January 3rd, 2024. And then we drove from Miami to here. Then we got married on 11 days later. And then we put a green card package together that took us about a month or so because we wanted to put a fantastic green card package together. We sent that off February 29th. March 5th, I got a text message saying they received it. And March 9th, we got letters in the mail saying your biometrics is scheduled and your employment authorization document's been accepted and all this other jazz. So it's pretty quick. Sharon, Denise Persikian, the embassy received my fiance's passport on Monday this week, but it's still saying refused on SIAC. Don't worry about it. Sharon, they all say refused. Karina, everybody's. Just ignore that. It's irrelevant. Okay. The embassy received your fiance's passport on Monday. Okay. That's great. Now you're just waiting on the visa. That's all. Priyanka, in my online account, it says that the I-485 estimated wait time is 5 months. That's pretty accurate. That's correct. That's the first time that the SIACA's count has actually been accurate. That's exactly right. Let me see. You're good on that, okay? Priyanka. Binay Mohammed, my country is Iraq, beautiful Iraq. And how long does the administrative processing take? It could take a couple of months. Binay Mohammed, where did you have your visa interview? It wasn't in Iraq. It must have been in another country because the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad isn't processing K-1 visas. So where did you have your K-1 visa interview? Was it Turkey, UAE? Where did you have your interview? Binay Mohammed, sir. Beautiful Iraq. I wish I could go there for vacation, but it's kind of dangerous right now for me. I'm an American. It's dangerous. But I would love to go there if all the governments would just get their act together and quit, trying to fight each other. Then we could go to Iraq on vacation and hang out, and eat some Iraqi food. It used to be a pretty cool place to go back in the 70s for a vacation. But now I can't go. Let me see. Ren S. Diego, can you please keep me posted if you hear anything about the embassy in Accra? Ren S., I told you I would. I'm keeping my eyes on every embassy in the world. My eyes are on every pulse on every embassy in the world. That's why everybody in the world is watching this channel. Because number one, it's free. You don't have to pay an immigration attorney to do this. There was an immigration attorney trolling the channel, trying to look for clients. I booted him off and blocked him. He was answering questions. You would ask me a question, and this immigration attorney would start to answer the questions. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you looking for clients? We built this channel for you for free, and you're trying to troll for clients. Man, I booted him off of there and blocked him. And look at that. Kamir One, look at that super chat. Gas for the trip to New Orleans tomorrow. Kamir One. We thank you because it's a long drive. We got to drive from here to New Orleans, spend the night in a hotel, which is no problem. And then we got to go to a 2-minute interview for a biometrics. And then we got to drive back. I mean, the gas money is greatly appreciated. Camille One, thank you so much. Now I got to figure out how to page back up so I can get the questions. Karina knows how to do it. She's run. There we go. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Everybody's question gets answered. Binay, your country's in Iraq. A 221G is just a security check. That's all. It's a security check, okay? It could take a couple of months. It could take a couple of weeks. It depends on, have you ever served in the Iraqi military? Have you ever did you ever work for the Iraqi government? They want to check that out, okay? That's what they're looking at. All right, relax. Your K1 visa's got approved. They're just doing a little extra security checks. And Renes, I'm keeping you posted on ACRA. Ross Lee, Diego, please comment on the process to change the last name of Melissa. Okay, here's how you do it. Karina and I got married on January 14th, 2024. We processed her green card application February 29th, 2024. On the Form 485, they ask you on page 1, what is your name? Well, her name is Karina Ross with her middle name. Have you used any other names? Yes, Karina and her maiden name. So on the 485 on page 1, that's the adjustment of status paperwork, on page 1, Karina put her first name and my last name. And then underneath it, she put her first name and her maiden name, and then she filled out the I-485. When she gets her green card and her employment authorization document, it will say Karina Ross on her green card, and her name is changed by the U.S. government, and she will have a legal permanent residency card with my name on it and her first name, which she wanted to take. She took my name. She wanted to take my name. I'm proud. I'm so happy that she did. But you do it on page 1 of the I-485. I got the form right here. Okay. This is page 1. You see that? It says here, information about you. What is your current legal name? Well, Karina's current legal name is Karina Ross. What other names have you used since birth? Well, she used Karina and her maiden name when she was not married to me. And then that's the way you change your last name legally with Homeland Security. That's how you do it. And then when you get your green card, if you've already applied for your Social Security number, you can go back to the Social Security Administration with your green card and say, look, this is who I am. They will go on the computer and change your name to your husband's last name. They will then update your status and give you an indefinite Social Security number, not in 90 days. You got it? That's how you change the last name in the green card application. Francois Livingston, good evening, Diego and Karina. Francois, what's going on, Francois? Are you good? Have you got that? Are you working on those letters? You need 2 letters. You got to have a letter of intent to get married, and you got to have a letter for requesting a waiver for IMBRA rules, right, Francois? And when you get those letters done, you're going to let me read them so I can check them over so that I can make sure you don't mess it up, right? Come on, Francois, hang in there. Don't be stressing this, okay? We want to get your NOA 2 letter just as much as you do. Larry Piercy, slow down, D. Slow down, D. Your channel is jiggy. What do you mean it's jiggy? It's a list of 19 things to bring to the interview. Well, you didn't say that. If you'd have asked me that, I can tell you what the things are you need to bring to the interview. And it's not 19 things. It could be less. It could be more. The things you got to bring to the visa interview for your beneficiary, her birth certificate translated into English, except if you go to Colombia or Dominican Republic, then you don't have to. The NOA 2 letter, a copy of the NOA 2 letter, her passport, I said that, birth certificate, 2 letters of intent to get married, your financial documents, your 1040s for 3 years, your tax transcripts, your W-2s, 1099s, your bank statements, letters from the boss, your employer, if you're employed, if you're retired, don't worry about it. You got to bring photographs showing your relationship has been continuing. Bring chat logs, print your chat logs. You know, the consular officer asked Karina at her visa interview, he asked her, when was the last time you saw Diego? She said about 2 hours ago. He's in bed sick with the flu and mountain sickness. He went, okay. He went in a computer. So he's in Colombia? Yeah, he's in Bogota, Colombia. He's with me. He's been there with me for 3 months. Oh, okay. He writes it in a computer. And then she had the boarding passes with her. So if the consular officer said, okay, now prove that Diego's in Colombia, she had the boarding passes ready to give to show her that I landed in Colombia on, what was it, October 31? On October 31st, I landed in Bogota, and she can prove it. Let me see. Larry Piercy, previous passports. Bring them. Yes, bring previous passports. She lost hers when younger and it was replaced. We'll bring the replacement. Bud Garcia, hello, Diego and Karina from Washington State. Bud Garcia, now you're a beneficiary. She's in Thailand also, right? Isn't she just north of Bangkok? Claire and Madsen Vlogs. What's up, guys? Hi there. Waiting for my new NBC case number for the K1 interview, and I just had my work hours cut. I'm praying for a new job, but I'm nervous. They need my pay stubs with consistency, right? Well, they may not even ask for pay stubs, but they do need consistency. So you're in a Las Vegas crap game. They may ask for them or they may not ask for them, but you're going to need them to include in your green card application. At the embassy, you're probably good. All right, the embassy, you should be okay, but you're going to need them for the green card application. But you only need like 6 months worth. So don't be nervous, okay? If you've got tax returns, your last tax return, bank statements showing your income for the year, then you'll be fine, okay? Shiku Dombaya, Diego, I'm confused. Well, let me unconfuse you. My fiance can't file income tax returns because he makes a lot of money. She makes $155,000 a year. It's difficult because she makes a lot. She has to pay $2,000 to file, but she give me. Okay, number one, everybody that makes money in the United States of America, okay, unless their income is very low, don't have to file. If your income is very low, you don't have to file a tax return. If your income is $155,000 a year, you have to file a tax return with the IRS. Okay? So what do you mean she can't file her income tax return? Yes, she can. Yes, he can, because he makes a lot of money. He or she makes $150,000 a year. Okay? It's difficult because she makes a lot. She has to pay $2,000 to file. No, she has to pay her taxes. She has to file a tax return and pay her taxes. And then she has a copy of her 1040 where she paid her while she filed her taxes. She's got to have her 2022 tax return, her W-2s and or 1099s. Depends on what she does. So yes, everybody pays their taxes. Unless your income is very low, then you don't pay taxes, but you don't even have to file a tax return. Larry Piercy, she has no idea the passport number. It was lost. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're good. It's no problem. Claire and Madsen Vlogs. Also in 2021, I was still legally married. My tax forms included my ex and his income. I was a stay-at-home mom. Will that make a difference? Immigration don't care. As long as you are legally free and able to marry, and you can prove it with a divorce decree certified by the government office, and you make enough income to sponsor a beneficiary, which is on your last tax return. Whoever's name's on there is irrelevant. What's relevant is the income is sufficient and you are legally free and able to marry your beneficiary. That's it. That's all. Bud Garcia, how hard is it to get an interview for Thailand? It's not difficult. It's easy. Larry Piercy, name change certificates. Yeah, if your fiance changed her name in the past, you have to bring those name change certificates to the visa interview at the embassy in Bangkok, Thailand, and include them in the green card application. Very important. Larry, that's very important. Asmara LLC, Asmara LLC, LLC. So that's a company. So you own a company, right? What is your company? Asmara LLC. Tell everybody about your business. What is your company? My fiance, after the approval, we got a new baby. Very good. So what do I have to do? And also her visa expired soon. What happened if the visa is expired? What do you mean the visa's expired? My fiance got the approval. We got a new baby. Okay. So the K1 visa is in her passport. It's good for 6 months from the date of the medical exam. From the date of the medical exam, that's when the K1 visa time clock starts. Okay. So if the K1 visa has expired and she has not left her home country, then the visa is no good. You got to repeat the whole process from the beginning. But If she's in the United States of America and the visa's expired, no big deal, as long as you get married within 90 days. So, Asmara LLC, you need to give me more information. You said we have a new baby. Was the baby born in America? Where was the baby born? Overseas? Where was the baby born? What do you mean the visa's expired? Is she still overseas with an expired K1 visa? If it's an expired K1 visa, it's no good. You need to give me more information. Shiku, my fiance gives me W-2s for 3 years. Good. The embassy W-2 or IRS transcript, can she get its transcript for free or she has to pay? It's free. The IRS transcripts are totally free. If you call this, I'll look the number up for you. If you call this number, okay, if you call this number, this is the phone number. You got a pen? If you dial this number, 1-800-829-1040, 1-800-829-1040, 829-1040. If you dial that number, it will take you through some steps, and you ask for in your phone, you press what you're trying to do. Well, I want my 2022 tax transcripts. And they ask you, is there anything else? I want my 2021 tax transcripts. Is there anything else? I want my 2020 tax transcripts. You got it? And they get mailed to your house for free within about a week. It's easy. You got it? Shiku, it's very easy. It's no cost to get the tax transcripts. It takes about a week. Larry Piercy, number 3, marriage certificate. Is this for I-130 victims? Marriage certificate, that's for your green card application. You don't bring a marriage certificate to a K1 visa interview. They think you're married. Then you're going to get a denial. You get a marriage certificate when she gets to America and you get married. That's when you get the marriage certificate. Shiku, she gives W-2s for 3 years. Is that okay? That's perfect. Shiku, exactly correct. Let me see. Rambling Man Kaidan. Yes, she did. Yes, she had to get a DFA letter saying the picture is real in the passport, Department of Foreign Affairs. Very easy, right? Got it done. So she's in the left lane behind an immigration officer going 45 on the interstate, right? The immigration officer's in the left lane of the interstate on I-10 going 45, and he's blocking everybody's traffic flow, right? That's what it feels like, right, Rambler Man? Right? But you got to go through the process and you get it. Ross Lee, Diego, and Andy, Melissa's case was out of Bogota, Colombia. We didn't make an interview. We didn't schedule an appointment to go pick up her Karina's passport in Bogota, Colombia. We didn't schedule an appointment. We just showed up and picked it up when we got the issued status. We walked in there, shut off our phones, and they asked, do you have an appointment? We said, no. They said, okay, go in this line over here. So we got in the line and got her passport. And that was it. Now she's here. Look, wait. Whoa, Karina's with me, my beautiful wife. Huh? It was quick. She said it was very quick. Let me see. Rambling Man, in the interview there, she was only asked 5 questions. Well, Karina, they asked her like 11 or 12. It depends on the consulate. So that's good. Rodson Verth Morningstar. I'm just say Morningstar. I like Morningstar. Did she already get her green card? Can she already work if she wants to? No, she hasn't got her green card yet. We applied for a green card on February 29th. Tomorrow, we go to New Orleans for her biometrics. And we're going to make lots of video. We'll make videos in New Orleans so you can see New Orleans. If you want to see New Orleans, if you want to see a video of Karina in New Orleans, I'll make some video for you. If you want to see it. So she cannot work till she gets her EAD document and or green card, which could take 4 or 5 months. Ahmed Ben Mabrook. Hi, Diego. Our case is ready. What is next? Can you tell me the next steps? What country? Number 1, Ahmed. What country are you in? If your case is ready, okay, now you want to try to schedule the visa interview. but I don't know what country you're in. Send an email to the embassy and ask them for the directions to process your K-1 visa. Packet 3, packet 4 email is what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. Okay? That's what you're looking for. They'll send you an email, the embassy will, in whatever country, I don't know. And then you click on the links and then you pay the visa fee, you fill out the DS-160, print the confirmation page. This is embassy processing. Okay? Make sure you print the receipt for the proof of payment for the visa. Make sure you print the DS-160 confirmation page. And what does DS stand for? DS is Department of State. It's a Department of State form. Okay? That's what it is. The State Department controls all visas around the world. The State Department in Washington, D.C. on the 7th floor. They control it. So go ahead and see if you can, if you have ready status, see if you can schedule, so go ahead and fill out the DS-160, submit it, and see if you can schedule the payment for the visa interview. I don't know what country you're in, so I mean, it's hard for me to say. And Morningstar, Karina will start doing whatever she wants to do when she gets her EAD document. And in Camille One, thank you for that super chat. You know, that's really, that's going to help us with gas money for sure. Definitely. It's definitely helpful. Let me see here. Priyanka, thank you, Diego and Karina. Have a nice trip to New Orleans. I want to take Karina out to eat. You guys sent all these super chats. I'll take Karina to eat at Hardee's in Alabama for breakfast. And we'll have lunch in New Orleans. And then maybe I'll take her for beignets and show her around New Orleans. And then on Friday, is Vienna's? Mm-hmm. On Friday, she has her biometrics. And then we're going to come back home. Bene, Shiku, Diego missed all my important questions. Really? I thought I answered all your important questions, Shiku. Where are they? Let me see. I didn't miss anything. Not one. But I'll go back up and check. Maybe just, let me see here, Shiku. Where are your important questions? I don't see them. Where are they? I answered all your questions. I don't see it. Bud Garcia, did you find out what a GSS is? I couldn't find out. I looked. I couldn't find out what it is. So it can't be that important. Because all you got to worry about, Bud Garcia, is scheduling the visa interview, paying the visa fee, etc. And Shiku, I answered all your questions. Diego missed all my questions. I answered all your questions. I don't know. Let me see. Karina's looking for them. She gives W-2s for 3 years. Is that okay? Yes, I said already. W-2s, Shiku, are good. Shiku, my fiance gives me W-2s for 3 years. Yes, Shiku. Diego, I'm confused. My fiance can't. Shiku, I'm confused. My fiance can't file income tax return. Yes, he can. I answered every one of your questions, Shiku. Every single one. You just got to listen. And I answered them for you. The W-2s are good, Shiku. You're perfectly good. You're good to go. Binay, yes, the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, Iraq does not work anymore. I had my interview in Qatar on the 19th of March. Okay, Qatar, beautiful Qatar. Okay, Binay, you're good. You just got to do this extra security check. I mean, they just want to find out. They're going to look to see if you ever served in the Iraqi military. They're going to look to see if you ever worked for the Iraqi government. That's what they're looking for. Okay, so give them some time. The U.S. Embassy in Baghdad doesn't work. Well, it's getting missiles shot at it from wherever. So they're hiding under their desks, I'm sure. 7 Angels. Hi, Diego and Karina. What's going on? Priyanka, as per your suggestion, we already started documents, our utility bills, and other documents for our 10-year green card. I have put a file together in the back for Karina's 10-year green card. I've already started planning Karina's 10-year green card. She doesn't even have her 2-year green card yet. I got a file, and in the file, when I get a bank statement, it goes in the file because it shows the date for March of 2024. when we apply for Karina's 10-year green card, we're going to have all these bank statements with a timeline for 2 years. We're going to have all these utility bills for a timeline of 2 years. So when we apply for the 10-year green card, not only are we going to include pictures of our honeymoon in Las Vegas, okay, and all the pictures we take when we travel, we're going to put in there 2 years worth of utility bills, 2 years worth of bank statements, traveling, the proof of traveling, vacations and things like that. And we will repeat the information that she's on the title to the car, she's on the title to the house. All that information gets repeated. So basically what you apply for in the green card will get repeated for the 10-year green card. But the documentation has to be up to date. Okay? You got to show that you have a joint bank account close to when you got married. So Karina got to America, we got married, we got her a social security number, we put her on the bank, and then the bank statements start coming in with her name on it as a joint owner. We will keep every single bank statement between now and when we apply for her 10-year green card. Immigration will flip through all the bank statements and they're going to go, well, okay, well, Karina she got married in January of 2024. Her bank, she's a joint owner of this bank account since January of 2024. It's now 2026. That's what you do. That's how you do it. You put it, if you're still trying to figure out your 2-year green card, that's well and good. But you got to start planning for your 10-year green card also, and keep all your evidences. Okay, it's not over, guys, till your beneficiary becomes a U.S. citizen. Then it's over. Then you can chill out. So Priyanka, we are very glad that you are paying attention to what I'm suggesting to you, because this is definitely going to help you get your 10-year green card. Hang here. Hi, Mr. Diego. I was wondering how much longer should I wait until I should send an inquiry to Ciudad Juarez? Send an inquiry tonight. My case status is ready after the interview since March 14th. Thank you. Send him an inquiry today. 7 Angels. After you get married, how long do you have to wait before you change your status and how? And thank you in advance. 7 Angels. When Karina and I got married, okay, we want to get her green card application processed within 90 days. Before we wanted it in the mail and stamped by immigration in Chicago before April 1st, 2024. Her I-94 expires on April 1st, 2024. USCIS immigration now have her green card application in their manos. They sent me letters, or they sent Karina letters for her biometrics. They said, we've accepted your employment authorization document. It's in process. You want to get it done within 90 days. If you wait until after the 90 days has passed, I mean, you're still good. You're not going to get your green card blocked or anything, but it just slows down the process. You want to get it done. If you can get it done within 90 days before the I-94 expires, immigration is going to get your green card processed a lot quicker, okay? Because they know that you care about your beneficiary's green card, that you want to get her legal here. The quicker you do it, but you got to be accurate. Don't be rushing it. Put together a good green card package. Don't make any stupid mistakes because you're in a hurry. But, take your time, but try to get it done within 90 days. Let's see here. 7 Angels. You got it? Larry Piercy. That's why I said Jiggy. Larry, listen. When you get ready for green card application, I'm going to go over your green card application with you before you mail it to Chicago, so you don't mess it up. Your beneficiary, when she goes to her K1 visa interview in Bangkok, Thailand, is going to need, if she's changed her name, she's going to need name change documentation. Okay? She's going to need her passport, her birth certificate, translated into English, your tax returns, your W-2s, if you have any, 1099s, whatever. Photographs of you guys in a relationship. And I believe you're going to go to Thailand, and when you schedule the visa interview for her, you're going to go to Thailand and accompany her back to the United States. Go with her to the visa interview. Whether they can let you in or not, I don't know for Thailand, but go to her visa interview with her, and the immigration officer is going to say, well, when was the last time you saw your sponsor, Mr. Larry? And she will say, well, he's outside waiting. Ah, he's here. Yes, he's here. he's going to accompany me to the United States. You need to be doing that, guys. It really helps. It really helps your beneficiary with the stress levels. It calms it down and all that. And Angieca, can you apply immediately after marriage for adjustment? Sure you can, of course. But make sure you put together a strong green card application. Angieca, don't put together a green card application that's got hardly any evidence in it. That's just no evidence, just basics. Marriage certificate, a few photos. No, you want to put your name on the gas bill, on the water bill, on the title to the car, on the deed to the house, on the lease agreement with the apartment, wherever it is you live. You got to prove cohabitation. Okay, Karina's name, when the bills come in, like the gas bill I'm going to get tomorrow, I think, or in a few days, it says it's going to have my name and Karina's name on the gas bill. All these bills that are coming in every month, I'm putting them in a file in preparation for her 10-year green card. So when we apply for Karina's 10-year green card, we're going to have 2 years worth of gas bills, water bills, electric bills, bank statements, okay, all that stuff. Let me see. That's why I said jiggy, says Larry Piercy. Francois Livingston, thank you, Fran. No problem, Francois. Even the same day. Angieca, why would you want, you can if you want. You can apply for the green card on the same day you got married. But do you have any evidence that you're living with your new husband? Are you on the lease agreement to the apartment or the townhouse? Are you on the deed to the house? Are you on the title to the car? Is your name on the title to the car? Is your name on any bank statements? Is your name on any service bills? Is your name on the gas bill, water bill, electric bill? Can you prove you live together? You got to put all that together for your green card application. Sharon Denise Persikian, how many more days should I expect to wait before the visa is issued? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know, Sharon. But, I don't know. But it doesn't take long. Honestly, it really doesn't. Bud Garcia, yes, she is in Thailand. Shiku, Diego, you missed all my questions. No, I didn't. Archimed Ben Mabruk, Diego, our case is showing ready. What is next? Send an email to the embassy and check in with them. Ask them, what do I do now? Send an email to the embassy or the consular officer. Say, what do I do? I got ready status. And they will reply back to you with directions and instructions. But it depends on which country. If you're in India, if you have ready status and you're in India, just go ahead and start processing the DS-160. Go in and see if you can pay the visa fee. If you're in India, because I don't think India sends out these packet 3, packet 4 emails. They just give you ready status, and then it's up to you. 7 Angels to Angieca. Angieca, no problem. I asked the Border Patrol guy, and he told me that it's a thumbs up. So what I just told you is what the Border Patrol officer just told you, right? So the information I give you is 100% correct. But when you put together a green card application, you got to make it strong. You got to have the 485. You got to have a repeat medical exam, 693. You got to have your vaccinations signed off. You got to have an affidavit of support. You got to have a marriage certificate. You got to be on the title to the car, the deed to the house. You got to be proof of cohabitation. Get your name on all the utility bills. Get pictures together in the United States. I took Karina to these different towns, and we took pictures together, and we included them in our green card application. Okay. Larry Piercy, no name change, never. Had a different name. Okay. If she had a different name, you just got to prove it. Don't worry, Larry. Bud Garcia, I have been looking for an interview appointment, and there's none. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Ren S. If I take my fiance's last name, I'm the sponsor. What documents do I have to change? If you take when you fill out the he's going to do that when he's going to apply for the green card on the 485. That's a good question. basically what I would do is contact the Social Security Administration and ask them, okay, that you want to take your husband's last name. You can do that. Get it changed on your Social Security card. Let me see. What documents do I have to change? Well, your Social Security card, basically. Diego, our case, it shows ready. Go ahead and email the embassy and ask for directions. Ethiopia, Asmara LLC, Ethiopia, okay? So it's going to take a couple of months to get this process wrapped up in Ethiopia. Renes, do I have to do anything extra on the adjustment of status if I take his last name? Well, on the affidavit of support, which is Form 864, you're going to fill out your name. Okay, it's you're the sponsor. You fill out the 864, and then you're going to take his name. You're going to put his name on the I-864. Okay, and it's going to ask you information about the principal applicant. It's going to ask you what's the basis for filing this affidavit. You say I'm the petitioner. Okay, and that's where you're going to change the name for you. Let me see. Renes, you got it? Anjeka, Ahmed, you must wait for the sponsor to receive packet 3 instructions, okay? They send it to the sponsor's email, not the beneficiary. That's correct. Follow the instructions in the email. That's correct. Hang in, Mr. Diego. During my fiance's interview, they only asked questions about her, but never about me. That's okay. Is this good or bad? They only asked 3 questions. Is it good or bad? The question is, did she pass the visa interview, yes or no? Hang here. Did she pass the visa interview? Yes or no? Renes, if I don't take his last name after marriage, will it look bad for adjustment of status? No, you don't have to take. There's no law in the United States of America that says you got to take your husband's last name. That's entirely up to you. It won't affect your green card application at all. Shiku, my fiance gives 3 years of W-2s. Is that okay, Diego? Yes, you have to. She can't file income tax returns, but she gives 3 years of W-2s. No, that's not good. If she has W-2s, she must file a tax return with the U.S. government, the Internal Revenue Service. Shiku, if your American citizen sponsor has a job making $155,000 a year, every year your sponsor has to file a tax return with the IRS and include that W-2 with the 1040 tax return. And then write a check to the U.S. government for whatever amount of tax that your sponsor owes Uncle Sam, so that the U.S. government can go waste that money somewhere on some stupid project that nobody cares about. Okay? Our tax money is wasted beyond belief. But your fiance has got 3 years of W-2s. You got to have 3 years of 1040s. Tax returns, you got to have them. Or tax transcripts. You got to have them. You got it? 6 months paid it, 6 months worth of pay stubs is good too. But you got to have 1040s. U.S. Immigration determine your sponsor's income off of line 9 or 10 of the 1040 of your tax return. Your total income. Let me see. Angieka, think I had one of the easiest order entries ever. Well, Angieka, you're from South Africa, right? You were watching the channel from South Africa. Now you're in the United States. And we're glad you had a very easy Border Patrol entry. Ahmed, Diego, what do we need after the case shows ready? Email the embassy. You're in Malta. Wow, how about that? Malta, where do you live in Malta? I've been to Malta 3 times. I lived in Malta for 2 years when I was a kid. I lived in Slima and Kokakara. And I could live in Malta. The weather was beautiful. I learned how to swim in Malta. I was at, I can't remember, I was like these lava rocks, well, not lava rocks, they're like limestone rocks. And my dad took me to this big 100-foot drop water. There's like 100 feet of water, clear like a bathtub. And he threw me in and he said, learn to swim. And I did pretty quick. I learned how to swim in Malta. So if you're in Malta and you have ready status, the U.S. Embassy, I believe, is in Valletta. you send an email to the embassy and ask them for directions, and they will send you an email with directions. Rambler Man, April 2023, NOA 1, right? I'm assuming. December 2023, NOA 2, January 30th, 2024, in transit, case ready, embassy, February 24, March, full stop. It's not a full stop. You've got an immigration officer going 45 in the left lane of the interstate, and you're frustrated because he won't go any faster, and he's holding up all the interstate traffic. You're just waiting for him to get out of the way. He's going to exit at this exit so you can get moving and go 70. Hang in there, Rambler Man. Ross Lee, Melissa is here too, and we are married already. Well, good. That's good news, Ross Lee. We knew that. Adriana Sarango Nunez. Hi, Diego and Karina. Hope you're doing great. We're muy bien. Gracias. Siempre. Siempre muy bien. I got an RFE on February 27th. Arrived to the house on March 8th. That's pretty quick. We are finishing gathering everything for USCIS. Does the time we take to respond matter? Yes. USCIS has written you a letter for an RFE. They have given you a timeline in that letter on how quickly you must respond to their questions. If you don't respond to their questions within the timeline, within their time frame, they could close your case. So get it done. Ahmed, I make the payment and the DS-160. The interview will be in Italy. You live in Malta. You're from Iraq. You live in Malta. And the K-1 visa interview is going to be in Italy. Imagine that. We still need the welcome letter. Well, do they? Well, send me to the petitioner. The petitioner gets the welcome letter. Your sponsor gets all that information. Larry Piercy, are you duplicating everything for the 10-year green card plus 2-year equity in life together? That's exactly right. Larry Piercy, you get the Mountain Dew Award for high IQ. That's correct. The green card application for the 10-year green card is a duplicate of the 2-year green card application, but with 2 years worth of more stuff. Evidence of living together. Larry, I tell you, man, you're a Marine too. I'm surprised that you figured that out. You're a Marine, man. I'll give you credit for being a high IQ. Hitchum, still no NOA 2 and NOA 1 is February 13th, 2023. I still didn't submit a case inquiry. Hitchum, submit a case inquiry today. February 2023 to February, so you're at 14 months. Submit a case inquiry. Binay Mohammed, thank you so much, Diego and Karina. Have a good life. We will. Tomorrow we're going to go to New Orleans. Karina's never been to New Orleans. She's in for a treat. She's going to get to eat beignets tomorrow. And, and Khmer One covered the gas with a super chat. And we appreciate that. USA01, hello. Hello, Diego. I have already sent the adjustment payment with a check and a written letter with explanation, just as you suggested. Very good. That way, your green card application won't get stuck in limbo because your bank didn't recognize the charge on your credit card. Let me see. I'm trying to control this computer thing. Karina knows more about it than I do. Let me see. Seven Angels. Yes, sir. Try. Thank you. Talk TYY. What is TYY? I don't know. What is TYY? That's news. God's Power Thomas. Hello, Mr. Diego. My case is still ready since May 6th, 2023. We're in 2024 and have not received an email to go pay my visa fee in Senegal. My passport will expire in October 2024. Get a new passport tomorrow. Apply for a new passport tomorrow, and then email the embassy and check in with them so your NOA 2 letter doesn't expire. You got to maintain contact with the embassy in Senegal. Okay? Send them an email. Check in with them and print the email before you time out. If you don't make contact with the embassy for a year, the embassy will cancel your application. USA01, although many say they returned the package to include the check. Well, you're ahead of the game. Before they get the chance to mail the package back to you, you send them the money. Chris Foley, Diego, where the interviewer in Bogota tough on their questions? They were very strict and very difficult for Karina because Karina's from Venezuela. So they asked her 11, 12 questions, and they were very tough. But Karina knows all the answers because she knows me like the back of her hand. There's nothing she doesn't know about me. All right? She knows I got a pimple right here on the back of my neck. She knows everything about me. So when they interrogated her for 20 minutes and asked her 11, 12 questions, she answered them like this. She's like salsa. All right? Don't worry about it. And then another person got only 3 questions, but she was Colombian. Francois Livingston, Diego, is there a particular font when writing to USIS? No, there's no particular font. I think I use Garimald. Garimald is what it's called. I think that's what I use. Francois Livingston, did you check on the second super chat? Yeah, it came right in there, right at the end there, Francois. So we got a pot of money for gas money and breakfast and lunch in New Orleans for tomorrow. And we appreciate that super chat, Francois. I mean, seriously, we do. We do this for free, guys. I mean, I could be out selling houses, but I think this is far more important. This is far more important. Okay. Angieca, Diego, I was replying to the other person. You're good. I don't care. No, it's got no problem. Angieca, this is your YouTube channel. Okay. You can talk amongst yourselves. I don't care. Priyanka, my husband and my name are together on the electric bill, the Wi-Fi, the rental agreements, the health insurance, the drug program from my husband's company. My husband's filed taxes together, pay slips, and status as married. Priyanka, you're just waiting on your green card, Priyanka, and you got to take a trip where to go for your biometrics? Atlanta, Georgia. You got a road trip. Shiku, thank you, Diego. I was trying to find out about the W-2s my fiance gives me if they are good for the interview. She gives 3 years of W-2s. You need 3 years of W-2s, and you need 3 years of 1040s. That's the tax returns. And get 3 years of tax transcripts. Priyanka, my mother's name was misspelled in my marriage certificate. We corrected the marriage certificate by court order from Kansas. Let me see here. Included the marriage certificate in our green card package. Hope that will be good. That's perfect. So that's why you were in Kansas. I wondered why you were in Kansas. Priyanka, my husband included me in his bank account. Now we have joint account and also got me on the credit card. Courtney's got her own credit card. She's using the credit card tomorrow. I'm not using my credit card. When we travel to New Orleans, it's all on Karina, okay? She's using her credit card. She got to get her credit score started to get moving up. Arriba. Hang ear. I think she passed, but we got a 221G because her medical exam was delivered late. Is that considered a pass? Hang ear, you got an approved K1 visa. They're just waiting on the medical exam. If the medical exam was good, you're good. So you got a pass. You did good. Congratulations. Andrew, Brian, Diego, keep doing the good work for us. We will. Andrew, we're here for you. We hang out with you, what? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, right? For about an hour or so. And I'll give you all this free information and save you big headaches. Right? I take stress off your mind. I take stress off your shoulders. I take weight off your shoulders. And I save you thousands of dollars in immigration fees. And I had an immigration attorney trolling the channel. He was answering the questions for me. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you looking for clients on your channel that we put together for you? I mean, I don't like to block anybody, honestly. I don't. I don't do that. You can jump on here and make all your comments if you want. But an immigration attorney was on here trying to use our hard work to look for you guys so that you can pay him thousands of dollars. I don't play that game. Boom. He's gone. Adriana Sarango Nunez, they have indicated us May 28th. If we take so much time, does it change USIS perspective? If we are one time, though, thank you. No, you're good. Relax, Adriana. Calm down. Put your feet up on the desk and drink a Mountain Dew. Shiku, Diego, she can't file anymore, so she's giving me the 3 years of W-2s and pay stubs. But what she said to me is that I will take the interview, Diego. I just want to know if the embassy accept W-2s. Yes, the embassy will accept W-2s, but you got to see the 1040s too. A 1040 is your tax return. A W-2 is how much money you made. And you put them together, and immigration looks at the 1040 and they matches it with the W-2, and they make sure that the income is equal. Boom. That's it. And tax transcripts. I have the W-2s with me, and it shows how much she earned, and also the I-134. You got to have the I-134 signed, the original I-134, not a copy. The I-134 is the Declaration of Financial Support. You got to have the original one, not a copy, okay? With the 1040s. Shiku, there's nothing I can't do. My fiance gives 3 years of W-2s, wages, and everything. Got to have 1040s. Shiku, immigration will not accept proof of income with W-2s. They want to see the tax return. Hitchum, what should be the topic for the case inquiry? Outside normal processing times. Hitchum, send an inquiry, even if it's outside normal processing times. Just send him an inquiry. That will continue to extend your NOA2 letter. Calvin Davis III. Man, I like that. Calvin Davis III. Hello, Diego. How do veterans that are no longer in the workforce due to being service-connected handle the affidavit of support? No W-2s. I just want to confirm your answer with what I'm thinking. Well, it's easy. You show proof of income with your bank statements from if you have VA disability and it's tax-free, the VA will send you a letter from the VA. You have bank statements that show your income is direct deposited as a disabled veteran. If you have a service-connected injury or disability, you don't file taxes, it's tax-free, right? But you can prove your income from the direct deposits into your bank from the VA. And then you get the bank statements and you highlight your deposits month by month, which proves income, okay? And then you write a letter and say, look, I don't have any W-2s. I'm a disabled veteran. I'm on VA disability. My income is more than sufficient to take care of my beautiful future bride, and it's tax-free. You just explain it. But you can prove income with the letter from the VA. You can ask the VA to write a letter for you to say this is your annual income, which is tax-free. You can prove your income with your tax return, with your bank statements from the direct deposits. Larry Pearson, you slip online when the regulars do not know about. What are you talking about, Larry? Come on, man. Priyanka, thank you, Diego and Karina. Have a nice trip and good night. Good night, Priyanka. We will have a fantastic road trip to New Orleans tomorrow. And Karina gets to eat beignets tomorrow. Angieka, yes, Diego, I'm from South Africa, but I plan on just being American. Angieka, if I could send you a super chat, I would. That's the right answer. Karina wants to be American. She wants to be an American. You come to America, you join the melting pot, and you become American. You put an American bowl cap on, you get an American t-shirt, and you wear jeans, and you go do American things. Become an American. Become part of this country. Become a U.S. citizen. That's right. That's good, Angieka. And you're from I've been to South Africa, Angieka, and I'm glad you got out of there. South Africa isn't such a fun place to be right now. I think you got a communist government's taking over South Africa. So I'm glad you got the heck out of there. Adriana Sarango Nunez. Thank you so much, Diego. And Karina. We do not have Mountain Dew in Puerto Rico, in Peru. There's no Mountain Dew in Colombia. What's up with you people in South America? What's the deal? Why that? I mean, there's no Mountain Dew in Colombia. And Karina's got, what, 6 brothers that live in Colombia. 5 brothers. What about Calvin? They all went looking for Mountain Dew. They are on a mission. They went all over Bogota looking for Mountain Dew for me. They couldn't find it. And now you're telling me there's no Mountain Dew in Peru? What is wrong with South America, guys? It's a beautiful place. But if there's no Mountain Dew, that's a problem. Raul Figueroa, hi Diego and Karina. NOA 1, August 30th, 2023. NOA 2, March 18th, 2024. Sent to the Department of State, March 19th, 2024. Thank you for all your help. Gracias. De nada, Raul Figueroa. No problem. It's our pleasure. Angieca, another tip when making an inquiry by email is always include the WAC number or your MVC number in the subject line before saying inquiry. That's correct. Angieca, good job. Larry Pierce is talking to Calvin. Ro Figueroa, saludos from Puerto Rico and Cartagena. Cartagena. We were just looking at photos today of our trip to Cartagena. And we were all getting all, oh, look at those pictures. Look, oh, Karina, look how beautiful in the beach. But I wouldn't post those pictures. Let me see. Larry Pierce said, you come online Saturdays, Sundays. I come online Saturdays, every Saturday at 6 p.m. Sundays sometimes. If I get a bunch of people asking me a million questions on Saturday night, I'll come online Sunday to catch up. So you guys I don't let you guys wait and wait and wait. Immigration, they make you wait and wait and wait. I don't do that. If you got more questions, I'll jump on Sunday and help you guys. Calvin III is an Army vet. Hitchum, what should I say in the case inquiry? Please tell me because the NOA 1 is February 2023. Put in the subject line your full name, date of birth. Put in the body of the email your full name, your case number if you have it. Well, you don't have that yet. You have a receipt number on your NOA 1 letter, right? Don't you have any? Whatever you got on your NOA 1 letter, and in the subject line, put your name and date of birth, okay? And then your passport number. Give them as much information as you can so that they can look for it. Mepindano K Awake. What is the time frame to receive NOA 1 for now? It's like 7 to 9 months. Oh, the NOA 1 letter? It takes about 10 days. You mail in your K1 visa package, it takes about a week to get your NOA 1 letter. Jason Mabry, a lot of countries ban Mountain Dew because of the yellow number 5 in it. What the heck is yellow number 5? I've been drinking Mountain Dew since I was 2 months old. I think my mom mixed it with my milk when I was a baby. What is yellow number 5? What is that? You know, I'm still here. It hasn't done anything damaging to me. Seriously. Chiku, my fiance said I will be because earn enough to take care of me on W-2s. Can prove that she don't have 1040, the W-2s and country pay slip for 6 months. She makes $150,000 a year. Okay, if you make $1 million a year, if you make $50,000 a year, you got to file a tax return on a 1040. That's how you prove you paid your income taxes. W-2s don't prove nothing. They prove your income. Hang here. Look at that super chat, man. Look, we got a collection started for gas back from New Orleans. Hang here. Thank you, Diego, for all you do and for your confidences. Hey, that's no problem. I'll be sure to keep you updated on my K1 case. Thanks again. Hang here. We're going to help you. Okay? We're going to pull you over the finish line and get you through this. And Francois Livingston, too. And MP, look at that super chat. MP and Hank, we appreciate it, guys. We appreciate you guys. And Jason Mabry said Mountain Dew's been banned in South America because of yellow number 5. Was it like Mamba? Is that Mamba number 5? What's that song? Mamba number 5, right? So yellow number 5. Well, why don't they take the yellow number 5 out, and then they can sell it in South America? But thank you, MP. That's your first super chat. So you get a high 5 super chat. And hang here, thank you. Chiku. Immigration want to see 1040s. They want to see where your American citizen sponsor filed taxes and paid taxes. Larry Pierce said, yellow number 5. That's why you amped up tonight. Hey, I'm always amped up, Larry. I'm a 20-year Navy vet. I've been amped up since boot camp. Angieka, getting a K1 process in South Africa is crazy fast. Well, that's a good thing, Angieka. Ready status after 2 weeks from being sent to the National Visa Center. Many interview dates available immediately. And then 4 days and I had my passport back. Boom! And now you're in America. Right? Angieka, welcome to the United States. I'm just glad you got out of South Africa. South Africa used to be a great place to go on vacation. Now I won't go there. I won't go there. It's ran by commies. Mependano K awake. What is the time frame from NOA 2? 6 to 9 months. It's quick. Boom. From NOA 1 to NOA 2 is about 9 months. Okay? 12 months. But 9 months is the quickest. Somewhere in there. Jason Mabry, I work for the FDA, but I still love my Mountain Dew. Well, you work for the Federal Drug Administration, the FDA, which is good, and you love Mountain Dew. Well, the FDA better not ban yellow number 5 in Mountain Dew because I'll sue them. Mountain Dew is my go-to beverage, okay? And the government's not going to tell me that I cannot drink it. If it's bad for me, that's my choice. Okay, guys, I've been talking an hour and a half. I'm about ready to get out of here with Karina. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably maybe watch a video. But we appreciate everything. We're going to be on the road tomorrow, so no live stream tomorrow. We're going to be on the road tomorrow to New Orleans. Karina gets to visit New Orleans. She's going to have a great time. And we look forward to it. Angieka, Diego, in my chat history, I told you I was giving up. LOL. No, I wouldn't let you give up, Angieka. I absolutely wouldn't let you quit. USCIS was freaking me out, taking 2 years. Imagine if I had. Angieka, imagine if you had. You wouldn't be in America right now. Become an American, which you said you're going to be. Start learning about the U.S. Constitution. Don't forget, Angieka, we are a republic, not a democracy. The United States is not a democracy. Okay? It's a republic, like Colombia. Okay? Communist Venezuela is a democracy. Okay? The popular vote decides who controls what. In the United States, the popular vote doesn't control nothing. It's the Electoral College, so that everybody gets equal representation. So if the Democrats are in power, Republicans get representation. If the Republicans are in power, the Democrats get representation. Everybody gets representation. We are a republic. That's your first history lesson. And we will see you guys on Saturday. Sabado. Take care, everybody.